So this video profiles SEERIH's second annual Primary Science Conference. This year, with the theme of Unlocking Potential, we look at how teachers across Greater Manchester can really explore their professional learning and how all sorts of organisations from business, local authorities, higher educational institutions and senior leaders can support them in doing that. Why? Because at the end of the day, we want our young people to engage in science and engineering in a way which gives them choice to decide, do they want to be the scientists and engineers of the future?
We have a full-time kids lab on our site. We also do outreach work as well, and that's also part of this conversation. What we as business can do to work with you guys to support your work.
For us, getting teachers to understand how to best engage STEM ambassadors, all sorts of STEM, not just science, in their curriculum and outside of the curriculum is really, really important. So young people can link their learning with really professional role models who can inspire them and make them realise that all of their learning has a real life content.
So how's this conference helping unlock your potential?
Well, it's really made me think how the class teacher doesn't actually have to give a question for science, and that it's getting children to think and explore their scientific knowledge, them coming up with questions and then using the task, which I've never come across before, using that in class and them thinking about how to solve the questions that they've come up with rather than me structuring it all the time.
For me, it's definitely looking at different areas that I'd not necessarily thought of before, new ideas and ways of thinking that can add to the children's skill set for investigating and applying what they've known.
It's the discussions that we're having with everyone else. It's really interesting to see how everyone teaches science and all the different techniques and methods that they use. So it's really helping me to think of things that I can use to put into my classroom as well.
And I think through scientific inquiry, it allows me to think about how can I engage the children, how can I ensure that they all have fun but get something meaningful from the lessons. And I think it's a brilliant learning curve that I can take as a science leader back to my staff team in preparation to lead a meeting with the rest of my staff team to ensure that we are all ensuring that scientific inquiry is the pinnacle of everything that we do at school, which is hopefully going to happen over the next year.
Very similar, meeting people, looking at new ideas, and I think sometimes it's good to get that much ingrained in the curriculum rather than thinking let's just make it fun, just give them the stuff, let them find out, let them start questioning what they're doing. And already seeing that and doing an activity has made me think of my own practice.
Lots of really good ideas that we've seen, lots of practical activities that we've taken part in, and different things that we've done before. I've taught electricity before, but not in this way, so practically engaging the children, giving them all the equipment and them taking over. I think that's the way forward. That's what I really liked about it.
It's made me realise that as a teacher in science I don't have to be as rigid and structured within my science lessons and not as focused on the objective, but more in allowing the children to explore a bit more and having lessons that are a bit more child-led, where they're doing their own learning rather than me being a facilitator.
It's helping to reinforce. We've just had a deep dive from the University of Manchester, so it's giving us some ideas. We're going to lead we're actually applying for the Primary Science Quality Mark as well.
Primary Science Quality Mark has lots of schools working towards the programme already in the Northwest. It's great to meet some of those teachers today and hear what they're doing and how Primary Science Quality Mark is helping them to unlock the potential in their school. It's also great to meet new teachers who don't know about us yet and want to work with us.
If we do link up with other schools, we do have something expensive, we share that out, we share the cost, and it does work, it really does pay dividends.
I think the sheer scale of work that you're doing with primary schools is incredible. I think raising the awareness at that level with that generation of children now means that the influence and the direction that they get in terms of science and engineering is incredible awareness. And I think to bring together this number of primary school teachers to allow them not only to get the opportunity to speak to each other and hear of some of the great speakers you've got today, but the chance to act as a community, which allows them to recognise that just the opportunity today isn't just about the dialogue starting, it's about the dialogue going forward and the opportunity to share that well after the conference has taken place.
We lack a structure to put this into place. And so many people here now I've known for years just through the links through SEERIH. the model of SEERIH, and there may well be other institutions that provide something similar, but I know this and I know how good it is. That to me is a way of actually unlocking that potential.
So that was the second annual Primary Science Conference for SEERIH. We're so delighted with the way it's gone and the support offered by our sponsors, BASF, the Primary Science Teaching Trust and the Comino Foundation. Thanks to everybody.